The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
Really understands what's going on with electrification and how phosphate and lithium iron phosphate batteries, LFP batteries, are now 75% of the batteries on the planet and 60% of the cathode. These batteries here, lithium iron phosphate batteries, are now made out of high purity Igneous phosphate, and the only regions in North America where we can find that phosphate.
All right, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is John Passalacqua. He is the CEO of First Phosphate, joining us from the floor of PDAC in Toronto. And John, great to see you again. How are you?
Yeah, great to be here, Steve.
So you've got good news from the government last week and more good news from the government this week, the federal government, that is. John, I'll let you share the news. They're very excited today, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I mean, the federal government has come up large for the critical minerals, a number of companies here today, and for First Phosphate, a $16.7 million non-refundable contribution towards the development of our concentrate, phosphate concentrate, for the use in LFP battery to be worked for together with our off-takers.
Yeah, this is obviously key to what the company's doing, and getting the backing of the federal government continues to be something you've experienced a lot of, and now obviously financially as well.
Yeah, I think, what we see here is between what happened last week with, phosphate leaking onto the clean tech list, the A list of critical minerals, and now this non-refundable contribution being given to First Phosphate. I think it shows that, the federal government is, really understands what's going on with electrification and how phosphate and lithium iron phosphate batteries, LFP batteries, are now 75% of the batteries on the planet and 60% of the cathode. These batteries here, lithium iron phosphate batteries, are now made out of high purity Igneous phosphate, and the only regions in North America where we can find that phosphate is Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean, Quebec, and First Phosphate is very developed already in that strategy all the way downstream, right? We can get from the Igneous phosphate rock in Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean, Quebec, all the way down to the LFP battery, lithium iron phosphate battery that you see here, made with fully North American critical minerals, including the phosphate, the high purity phosphate from Bégin-LaMarche. Wow.
And John, you don't have to give this money back, so that's obviously a big bonus for the company. So tell me what you plan on using this capital for.
Well, it's very specific, right? It's got to be used towards a process that is used for making for purifying the phosphate into the phosphate concentrate that then goes into making phosphoric acid. We're making LFP batteries. So it's great because now with the funding that we have in place, we already have over $20 million in the bank, and with this funding now, basically we're able to get right through our feasibility study, right through permitting, and if we don't have to move into any more dilutive capital until we come to a final investment decision here. So really big runway for the company. It gives us at least 18 to 24 months plus of runway for the company. Incredible, and we thank the government of Canada very much for recognizing phosphate in our good work.
Absolutely. Congratulations, John. Good to see you. Enjoy PDAC, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much. See you soon,
All right,
Steve.
John. All right, John Passalacqua, the CEO of First Phosphate.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.